Hey, as November marks Parents Month, I'm here reflecting and, for, let me see, 12 minus 20, for 14 years. For 14 years, I was a single mother. Then for, um, 14 years, I was a single mother. And for 11 years, 12 years, I was a stepmother. And I've been a substitute mother basically all my life. But one of the things that I've been looking at, is when I was a single mother and my children and that's Gabriel and Christoph, the two first ones, and we used to hungry. We used to be hungry. We used to didn't have any toilet paper. I remember one time JPS cut off our light or electricity for 2 cents like that, and then it's 02 at the end of it. 2 cents because we were in an arrangement with them, and I paid the balance of it, but did not pay the 2 cents. And so my light would be cut off every single month. And I remember I was in the bathroom one night, just so frustrated in the dark. Didn't know where to go iron their clothes. Have one little chicken and chicken, um, chicken out for spoil. Had to ask persons to put up stuff, and it was really just frustrating. It was during that time that I went to a point where I almost committed suicide, where I was in depression for over 8 months, and it was just so crazy. And I'm here and I'm looking back and I'm saying, oh my God, my son is 26-year old and my daughter is 23, and they're no longer in my house. My stepson is 18 and he's no longer here. So I had 6 children and now I have 3 in my space. And persons may look and they may say, um, you know, having 6 children is just a whole heap of pitney and them does, and all of the disadvantages and all of the different things that you can name that come with the territory. But the truth is, every single one of those gifts have their different personalities, they have their different quirks, they rub you in the wrong way in a different way, and they make you joyful in an entirely different way from the other. And one of those things that I really, really miss is the conversations, the conversations that we have, because we would have built that bond over so many years. Like, we have some conversations, those two older ones, that they just know me like nobody else knows me, and we can just relate in such a way without even words being spoken. And I really just want to, I know the challenges and the difficulties that comes with that single motherhood space. It's a whole different thing as a stepmother. It's a whole different thing being raising children with a partner. Trust me, it's 3 different experiences. But I'm speaking specifically, though I want to salute the stepmothers. I want to salute those mothers that have the partnership of their partners, their spouses in raising those children. I want to salute those single mothers. Trust me. There is something about when we reflect, sometimes my children will say, oh, I used to beat them. I used to beat them out of sheer fear and frustration that I would not do the job right. Let me tell you one more quick story before I go. One more quick story. I remember having to move, and the Lord telling us to move from the family home. And in all of the movements, we ended up in what is called in Jamaica a garrison kind of situation. It was one more upper class garrison, but that's still garrison and call it, in a city. And so we were living, when we were moving to the space, I remember a church sister saying to me that the culture in that community is that every single one of the boys come up to join gangs, and every single girl had to service the shutters. Me I shutter myself. But me can't take down with my hand, me take down in a prayer. And I said to her, look, I have a system all of my own, and no system is going to get my children. Let me tell you something. I made a covenant, I made a pact with God that those two children, I'm not talking about the other four now, those two in particular, as a single mother, the enemy would not have them. We didn't have food most of the time. Most of the time during that journey, we lived, we were supported by friends in terms of they wore second-hand clothes. I wore second-hand clothes. I would be working, but we couldn't meet all of the needs. Look here, a bag of story, a bag of things. Let me tell you, it's a whole story. But I want to salute those ladies that are doing it. So even if you get financial support from other sources, fathers, grandparents, or wherever it would be coming from, I didn't get any support financially, but God was there for us. I want to salute you because there are times that you make sacrifices for your children, that you have to ignore your own needs to ensure. Let me tell you that you are investing in the next generation. You're investing in your legacy. And one of those things that I've always said is that my children will always be a part of life's solution and not hit its problems. Let me tell you something. I'm just 47, just, and my children are adults. So it therefore means that this too shall pass. So let it not all be pain and frustration and stress. Even if you're sitting down and sharing a bag of crackers all by yourself together, as the one or two or the dozen, whatever amount of children you have, know that one of these days they're not going to be in your space. And so I'm exhorting you to just be encouraged, and I'm exhorting you to make the most of what you currently have. It's a privilege and a pleasure and a blessing when your quiver is full. Whatever amount is in your quiver, when your quiver is full, it is indeed a blessing. And I want to salute all of those ladies who have gone through the process. Stepmother, single mother, mother partnering with a spouse, adopted mother, grandmother, all of those. And it's Parents Month. So let me not neglect that, because I have an awesome partner in the form of my husband as it relates to parenting. Trust me, is such a spectacular father. There are some, him bathe the girls, him feed them, him medicate them, he can touch him in the night and so go make milk. So I want to take this opportunity to say you're doing an awesome job in investing in the next generation. May God bless you, may keep you, may continue to shine upon you as you make the most of what has been given to you. Because at the end of the day, you will hear, "Well done, my good and faithful servant." Bye-bye.